Okay, I decided to enter this trade here. I count finally the final fifth wave of this one here. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4. And I count the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's finishing up literally right now. It got a lower low already, so this is a really good opportunity to add more. I'm gonna leverage times 3. I'm in for 175k right now. I got a lot more to play if I want to, which I will probably. I want to get it's a pretty confident trade, to be honest. Yeah, I think I'm gonna definitely go for my max times 3 leverage of my 75k account here. I don't think it's gonna make another high. I might have caught the very, very top for this wave here. I think that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. So even if it drops like a few percentages, I'm going to be in a really big profit today. Trading with a 75k account here, as you can see. Yesterday I took out $100,000 to my Turkish bank account. Actually, it was like 70 or 80. I think that this is now the very final fifth wave. There's no other way to see it. It's got to be the fifth wave. How could it not be? Right? There's got to be. This has got to be the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it must drop a little bit. It has made some really ridiculous rallies already. I know on other time frames it looks really high and it looks like it can still keep going. But if you count the Elliott wave structure on a smaller time frame, you really do see these reaching the top right now already. So I'm pretty confident that this is probably going to drop here. It's got to keep continuing to the downside. I got the 5-second chart on one. I got the 15-second chart on the other. So now it's just a matter of watching this drop, in my opinion. Like, caught the top, I think. This is a really confident trade. A very big trade. I'm going to catch the whole structure here. The whole structure of the breakout from right there. Not from here, but from there. So if I were to take my fib retracement here, I would take it from right around here, go up there, and I'd be targeting 164. 164 seems to be a very reasonable place to take my profit here. I gotta change this a little bit here. I don't use any of this bullshit. Had to reset my cash. And once you reset your cash, it ends up resetting it like this, unfortunately. So on a lower time frame, this is where I'll be playing the breakout from. I'm playing the breakout from something like right there to the top right here. That's a perfect place, in my opinion, to be trading this. I have to make mine on the right. Sorry, just setting some things up while you guys are here. So now let's see how this plays out for me. Oh, that doesn't look good. This curvature does not look good. Shit. So this means that there might be an extended wave. That could be this could be an extended, or it could be a descending triangle, right? If it's a descending triangle, I win. 100% I win. I go for a small gain, 1 to 2%, nothing major. I count 5 in there, so it seems like I'm gonna win this trade. There's the one sub wave up that I talked about. I talked about this with my group. I said in my group that I'm ready to short BLZ if one more sub wave goes to the upside. But if this goes up, I'm gonna be shocked. Shocked, I mean it. I have no idea how this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm guessing this could even be like that. Like 1 goes there, 2 goes here, 0 starts to there. So we can go something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like the 3 is actually there. Then it's really, really shitty ABC of some sort. Oh, motherfucker, it actually goes up. Are you fucking joking me? Fuck, man. No way. How? How? I don't understand how this is still going. Based off of Elliott wave, it should have been done. Unless this is the final wave, like, I gotta really just sit here for a second. That could have been just a B wave that really went up. Now it's retracing, so it's gonna, I'm gonna really hold on to this right now, just not panic. But that was very surprising that it did that, to be honest. Very surprising. So if it drops below here now, then I know I will have won this. This could have just been the very final wave that's forming. I don't know how. It's not possible, really. So I'm gonna have to just guess that that's 1, 2, 3, that's 5. Complicated. Very complicated structure for one last push there. So I'm in it for 220k. It's a really tough position. I don't want to leverage anymore. I'm alright. I'm already down a lot. 1% down, isn't that crazy? 1,600 down. But this 1 minute just wants to snap. Because the 30 minutes snapped already. See that? That looked like it was gonna go up, but it didn't. So this needs to continue down. But that right there fucking scares me. That diverging, that does not look good. So this is maybe an ending fifth. Come on, gotta be an ending fifth of some sort. Or like that. This is it. Other than that, like, it's gotta finish. I'm not gonna hold on any longer. 3,000 here. Must be really, 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 really close. I mean it. Like, we're talking extremely close. I even see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, this is probably it. I don't know how that made this wave here, but it probably just literally finished it right now. Like, if that wasn't it, right there, this probably made, fuck, man, I don't know. Like that. I'm not joking, something like super small like that. Either way, we're trading it off of price action now. That finished 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 5. So let's see now if this actually comes down, okay? This should be the top. Like, it should very well be the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up there. So I'm gonna take this whole thing and assume that we reached the top. And now I expect a drop. I expect a really big drop. RSI. Whoops, I didn't mean to choose this guy. Something like that. Supports are really shown already. 1 minute wants to smash. See that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See that? That's looks like it's it. So where did the 1 start? 1 started here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this looks like it was the 5. That's it, somewhere in there. Just like that. This goes up here, I'm fucked. But of course it can always go up, right? It just needs to break this low, and my confidence will be really high. The 6x ranges, my entry is 761. So it just needs to get to that low and go lower. But right now it's the 30-second chart finally is wanting to go down. 15's down. It's confused as fuck. But this might make, I don't know if that's a triple top there on the 5 second, right? Let's see. Really, really tight. We're finally getting an attempt to break to the downside here. Like about at, sorry, At the 15-second 55 EMA, it's really attempting to break down here. Really trying. 30 seconds is down. 1 minute's down. Every time frame is indicating down here right now. Up to the 2-minute chart. 5 minutes doesn't show shit because it's so parabolic, fuck. Really need a drop. This green line is where my target is to basically confirm a downtrend. Gotta give it time. Be patient. Extremely patient. 3-minute RSI is just doing this right now. It's like it's got this curvature that looks like it wants to break down. If this RSI can be broken, yes, it breaks. I think it breaks. Yeah, it breaks. RSI breaks for sure. 2-minute breaks in every way too. See the RSI just losing strength? Because it's losing strength, I firmly believe it's gonna come to the downside now, and that's it. It's just a matter of time until this breaks. I think I'm gonna target the whole structure. I'm gonna be brave. I don't know if that's appropriate. I don't know at all. That seems pretty crazy, right? To target something like that. Might even be better to just do that actually. Like, this is probably the most realistic way. So I'll probably target around, well, the most reasonable place would be right above here, 16.3. I don't like to calculate my profit, but I will. Whoops. I don't like to use this really. One sec. I can make $6,000 on this trade here. And that's a really conservative target too. Like, we're talking extremely conservative. My entry is only 761. It's a lot better than I thought. 761 is about 1% from the top. Like, look at my entry. I thought I nailed it earlier, but clearly I didn't. Fuck. I find that, like, whenever you think you nailed the top, like, say that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's not the top, and then it just goes down and makes one little one more, that's the top. You know, so I don't know how it fails like that. But this certainly looks bearish, like bearish as fuck. The volume is just insane now. It's getting picked up. It added $30 million of volume. So now we're just trying to break below here, see? We're just trying to break below this, that green line. That green line there is like, is the place where a lot of shorts, oh yes, fuck, thank God. I don't like to trade like this. I'm a little bit tipsy. I had 2 beers. Look at this tiny little drop. Look how much I'm up. Like, look how much I'm up on this little drop here, guys. Super amount. There we go. It's starting to drop to the downside. Confirm the drop right there. So we broke here first. See there? We had that region, that, and that. So that's the break. So now the next one is this guy right here. If this breaks, we have confirmed the bearish run. I'm going to take my profit in a very smart way. Clearly it's going to drop right now, I think, because we finished below. Ooh. Bears, what are you doing? Come on, give me a little push. Watch, we just spike up now. And we break above there. But I'm going to post this video anyways, win or loss, win or lose, to my Discord group. I'm very on the fence right now about this trade. I'm trying to be calm about it, but it's hard to be calm when you've had 2 beers. I don't really drink a lot. Like, I used to drink like fucking 40 ounces a day of vodka, but now I'm a good boy. I'm buying a $1 million home in 2 months. We're just shopping for it right now in Turkey, in Istanbul. So we're literally buying a $1 million American dollar home. It'll be the first home that I ever bought, like, that I care about at least. So I really hope that I win a lot more trades. But because there's so much pressure right now to win my trades, I feel like I'm going to lose a lot of them. Maybe it's just counterintuitive. See that support region right there? That didn't quite break, did it? See what I mean? I don't want it to make like an ending of some sort, like an ending diagonal. 3 minutes down. 4 minutes down. So it's got to continue its way down, but this requires a lot of patience, guys, for this trade setup. Like, it really requires abnormal patience when you're playing literally $250,000 Canadian dollars. That's really, really big. So I gotta maintain my composure here the best I can. Just keep doing technical analysis. I see the 4 minute, see? It's about to come down with 22 seconds left, which should add some level of confidence if it drops. So now we just can't break below that 30-second 55 EMA. That's how bullish we are. Until we break below there, it's impossible for us to drop to the downside. Like, it needs to break below it with conviction, because once it breaks that EMA, it'll now try to break the 1 minute EMA, right? That will act as the next logical support, combined with like another support region. There's not really any support because it just kept going up and up and up and up and up and up. It spiked up when I was actually in the kitchen. Fuck. This is still holding pretty nicely for now. Like, it's gotta drop. This is just trending right there at the resistance and a stupid little trend line like that. I don't know what to make of this anymore. So at least I'm noticing a trend line here now though, right? Is it gonna drop finally? Fuck. I'm not really down that much. I'm only down 2,000. Fib just gets raised a little bit. Big whoop did he do. Right? See that fib raised? See what I mean? Just makes a little channel like that. Never even noticed it until now. But this should drop. Like, it really should drop. Like, that's the last hurrah. Just everything says drop. Like, everything. The 5 minute wants to drop. The 4 minute wants to drop. The 1 minute wants to drop. Like, just give me one more little push up. I don't care if it goes 1 more % up. But, fuck, I don't care. 1 more % up. I don't care. This is the channel that wants to break down. And break down it will. I'm gonna be patient, man. I'm gonna take loss or I'm not. Simple as that, right? It's in the channel. It hasn't broken any resistances. Stop loss is above that channel now. Of course, I'm a little bit nervous, but if it drops, man, no worries. If it drops, it's gonna be a significant drop. I'll just go for a 2% profit, honestly. 2% profit would be, I'm at 761. 2% profit's like fucking, it's 164. That's it. That's 164 and I'm golden. Give me a drop. Give me a drop. So finally, the 15-minute chart's crossing over. It definitely broke out of that channel here. Or medium channel, whatever the fuck it is. It's starting to trend down on 2 minute, 1 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 4th down. I think this is the 4th down. It's got to be the 4th down. 4, 5. So it started here. So I think the wave officially started like somewhere fucking all of this shit right here. That could have just been subways 1, 2, and then this starts all the 3 and the 4 comes down. So I'm gonna have to take my fib. I keep adjusting it because I find new data. But you know what's gonna be funny? If it doesn't retrace at all. That'll be really funny. Finally starting to give up on the rally. I mean, we're only a little bit away from breaking even actually. It's so tight, this race right here. The 1 minute 55 EMA is a resistance, believe it or not. Who knows if it'll even break down below that. I mean, Bitcoin looks like it's finding a support, which is shitty as fuck. I think that's wave 3 for Bitcoin. Hasn't retraced anything yet for Bitcoin. Nothing at all. The first wave retraced decent. Retraced like 0.5 roughly. I'm getting really tired. Oh, but I'm not gonna give up on this trade. I'm gonna just chill here. 5 minute crossed over finally. See that? Yeah, when 5 minutes cross over, they're pretty serious. On crypto loom, it's slowing down. See that? It's really slowing down. It's starting to get into the orange, the red. 99.6% sellers. I don't know what the fuck that really means, but we'll see what happens here. Last time we got an A, B, C, it went up. It'd be fucking hilarious if this actually did the same thing. But on the higher time frame, they're very bearish. Like I think that's the top. I really think that's the top. On a higher time frame, like this was a very stressful trade, honestly. Someone keeps buying up a large amount. Like the buys are exceeding the sells, for sure they are. I'm at a point where I just want to break out even, but I'm really watching it hardcore. I'm watching it like the 168 1687 ranges is actually like right where we are right now. That's a region of major contesting. There we go. We got to the 6 ranges a little bit. There's 6s. It looks pretty bearish now. There's the 5 ranges. Yes. Just got it drop. Like, is it gonna... I wonder if it's gonna give a big ass spike. I'm just gonna put my limit here in case it does really drop down. I mean, at 165, I'll be happy. 0.0165. Whoops. Yeah, 165, I'll be pretty happy. Nice. To the 4 ranges now. We're probably going to get to right here. Like, realistically, I'm going to guess 162. I'm going to commit right now. I got 1,300,000. Well, I'll put it in when it gets a little bit closer. I don't want to spook the market. Because that's a pretty big wall, man. Even keep in mind, it's only $137,000 of volume right now. So if I put it in, it could really encourage people. Holy fuck, did that ever take long to drop? I'm not joking. It took a really long time to drop. I don't even know where to take profit. Probably around 164, I'm gonna guess. Yeah, 164 would be a really logical choice there. That was a really frustrating trade. I was watching TV and I actually forgot that I was in the trade until my alert went off there. Shit. It's pretty funny. Just opening some stuff. I want to record this for my phone too, for Binance, or even for my group. So I'm up about 1,200, not bad. At a point it was up like 1,700, I think. But you know what? It's only the 6382, right? So I don't really know how far of a drop this is gonna be. This is a really complicated structure in my opinion. I think the best choice would be right around here. Yeah, this is probably the best choice to take a profit in my opinion. Yeah. This should be a good drop. Like, come on. It's not going to be like a completely steady drop, but nevertheless, it will be a drop. I don't want to spook the market and put in my position too early, right? But gotta give it some more time. Like, really give it some more time. So the way that I'm trading this right now is simple. There we go. I'm gonna trade it and take my profit at the 382 Fibonacci level here. But the funny thing is, this looks like a A, B, C already. Like shit. Have to be very patient with this trade. Like, you know, you gotta really be extremely patient when it comes to trading. Because if a lot of people would have backed out of that trade already. Do you know what I mean? They would have fucking 100,000% backed out of that trade already. They can't handle, like, people can't handle being in a trade when it's stressful. Does that make sense? They literally can't handle being in a trade when it's stressful. So then they back out of it. And then they realize, hey, it actually did drop. And then they try to re-enter at a shittier price. when it's reaching near a bounce, like a short-term bounce already. And then when it reaches that short-term bounce, they're like, fuck, shit, I made a wrong decision. So then what ends up happening is they cut their loss. So then they ended up taking 2 losses. You know? So you gotta have that mental discipline to like really be able to ride these trades of yours. Have to. If you're not able to ride these trades of yours, you're gonna end up just entering a trade. It doesn't go your way right away because you don't give it enough time to actually come to fruition. And then you're like, fuck, I'm gonna take my loss. And then it goes down, you're like, oh no, I made the wrong choice. You enter, it's near a short-term bounce. So then you're like, fuck. You take your loss again, so you're like double loss now. It's like pretty shitty how losses happen all the time. I'm gonna post this to my group. I'm gonna post Who's Your Daddy. I wrote Who's Your Daddy. It's a pretty good trade. It's $3,000 up. Like, come on. You know what? Fuck it. I think I'm gonna take my profit right here because I'm just so uncertain of everything right now going on. And this is like, I don't know. I'm so confused about what to do for this trade right now. If I put a wall here, it's 100% guaranteed to spike up. Last thing I want is to have a spike up right here, and then I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. This is about 3.5K. Done. I'm gonna do it in 2 seconds. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take this profit right here. So I'm gonna take this profit right here of 3,400 or so. Just do it, or 3,600. Not bad. Close everything. Oh, it got a big spike up. So probably only about 3,200. Fuck it. I'm done.